Welcome to another transformative episode where today we are going to unravel the strategies about achieving your deepest desires. We're going to talk about mindset shifts, emotional strategies, and complete clarity to turn your desire into divine realization. Let's go get that nugget. Welcome, ladies, to the Life Mastery for Women podcast. I'm Jen Mack, Lady of the Mind, your host. This is where we go to learn to master our life one nugget at a time. Let's take a moment, in this moment, to just call our energy back. Breathing in deeply together through the nose, holding it at the top just for a second. And then releasing. Just release the stress. Release the worries. Release the problems. Calling back our energy is closing all of the mental tabs that you have open of all the problems, the to-dos, the worries. Mentally picture those tabs open and mentally picture yourself clicking the X on every one of those tabs. As all those tabs are open, you have energy strands coming from your body going out to those tabs. And I want you to call all your energy back right now in this moment. Bringing back that energy right into your heart space. Feel your body filling back up with your attention and your presence. You can even put your hand on your heart, feeling the energy, breathing in deeply. Feeling the support underneath you, giving yourself a present, a gift of your attention in this moment. Breathe in, feel your feet on the floor, hold your breath at the top, and breathe out, and feeling your body sinking just a little bit deeper into the support underneath you. Is there something that is on your list of desires that has been nagging at you for a long, long time and you just can't seem to achieve it? Well, today we're going to talk about the key strategies that I use to bring about change in my life. It's going to be a lot of fun because it's going to open the doors to you being able to get to the bottom of your desires, understand why you want them, and start working with the energies to bring about this new form of living that you want, this new experience or this new thing. Now, if you don't have your journal nearby, I suggest getting your journal. It is always one of those things where in my episodes, I want to give those nuggets that are tools that you can use right now. As soon as you're done listening to it, you could pause it and do it while you're listening to it, and put yourself in this workspace. And when you do that, this is when those shifts begin to happen in your life that elicit change. That bring about the flow of energy and getting us out of that stagnation. Like, I don't know about you, but there's something, we turned the corner of the new year and I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling in alignment with my goals and my desires, and I'm working through stuff. Like, I just got off the phone probably about a half an hour ago with my coach, and we did some energy work, and it's really exciting when I feel kind of like this. I just keep using this analogy of feeling like I'm in a cesspool, like a stagnation, where I'm just not moving, and this sticky energy is just kind of collecting, and it's not moving. I don't feel like I'm in the flow. My things are feeling stuck, and it's in this place where I know there's work to be done. Like, I can feel it. I can sense it. Most of the time what I do is find a book. I read, I join courses or buy courses. I read blogs. I watch YouTube videos. And it's all about basically what strategies do I need to do to get myself unstuck. So anyway, I get off the phone with my coach and I'm feeling so light in my body. Like, we worked out some energy, and I had some reservations against marketing and how I feel about marketing. And, I want to do these retreats, and I want to do these day virtual retreats, and marketing is kind of sticky for me. And I've always recognized that, but I didn't do the work that I did today to get to the bottom of it and to uncover the roots of why marketing is sticky, why it kind of creates this sticky energy in my body. So anyway, we did some energy work around it and uncovered some beliefs. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then there are lots of episodes about energy work, which is almost in every one. I talk about energy and the energy of our thoughts and our emotions, and clearing the chakras and clearing the energy of the emotions that are heavy. In my case, sticky. They're rigid and they create this block of life force energy. And limiting beliefs, I have lots of episodes about limiting beliefs, but basically those are the thoughts that limit you. If you're an entrepreneur and you're thinking, well, why bother marketing? No one's going to sign up. Well, that's a belief that you have created, and that belief prevents your people from finding you. It prevents your business from growing. It prevents the right customers from coming in. And with that belief, that's where we do the work, is we go out in the world and we push the energy around out there in the world. And we fight those limiting beliefs. We put our opinions out there in the energy, and we don't think about the impact that has on the creation of our life experience. We think that's the truth. If I do this, then this will happen. Well, the thing is about, quote, the truth, what you think is a truth based on your beliefs. And if that belief limits you, then that, quote, truth is a limitation. And we believe it, and we keep it in its momentum, and we keep it in the field, which is where the energy is stored, which is what creates your life the way it is right now. So I'm going to have a little bit of homework for you to do today, and it's going to be a lot of fun because I think that it's really going to unlock the perspective shift that most of us need to begin getting out of the cesspool and start digging the trench and allowing the water to flow. It's unkinking the hose, letting the hose down of the garden hose, which I say in every single episode, is the garden hose is how we allow life force energy to move. You are love. You are an infinite being in a human body. And yes, in the human form, we have limitations. We can't fly. We can't jump off a building and spread our wings, right? So we have these limitations about us, but then it's within those limitations that we create more limitations. Like, I'm never going to find the right partner. All marriages end in divorce. I was born overweight. I'll always be overweight. All of those beliefs prevent you from living the life that you're meant to live. Those beliefs kink the hose that prevent life force energy from moving through us. And I love doing the exploration of our emotions and our beliefs and our thoughts and our visuals and our imagery and our human existence, because it uncovers some wonderful, beautiful experiences and perspective shifts. And as soon as you have a perspective shift, isn't it exciting what shows up on the other side? I used this probably over a year ago in a podcast episode. I don't even remember the name, but the analogy was awesome, in my personal opinion. You're standing in this room that seemingly, from where you're standing, is empty, and you're starving. There's no windows, there's no doors, there's no people, and you are facing this direction, and you're just staring at this big, empty room, and you're starving to death. And you just keep going, there's nothing to eat here. And then there's a voice that says, there's plenty of food in this room. And you're like, no, there isn't. And you're looking left to right and forward, up and down, and it's just empty. There's nothing in this room. And you're like, there is no food in this room. You've got to be kidding me. There is no food here. I'm starving to death. I'm going to die. And then that voice says, turn around. Just turn around. Look a different way. And you turn around, and there's a buffet behind you that is filled with every single type of food you could possibly imagine. And you now can eat. There's an abundance of food. That is what I hope my episodes do for you, is it gives you a perspective shift. We are always looking in one way. We're looking in this direction because that's what we're taught. That's our beliefs. That's our style. It's the way we do things. We pick up these habits and Sometimes we have no idea where we get the habits from or who we got them from, and it seems like a good idea, so we fill it in and we go, okay, this is the direction we're going in. And I go, you want some abundance? And they're like, yeah, I've never had money in my life. And I go, well, okay, you looking in that direction, is there money over there? It's like you being in this big giant room and going, there's no money in this room, ever, anywhere, no matter what I do, there's no money in this room. And I say, turn around. And you turn around and there it is. All these piles and piles of money. So in this episode, I'm hoping that the nugget I give you today is another perspective shift to help you on your journey, because the stuff that you want, now listen carefully, the desires, the jobs, the relationship, any of those desires that you're looking for, it's not out there, like in the area of the room that you're looking in. It's not out there. It's in here. And I'm going to show you how. So today it's strategic. These are strategies that we do. We go inward. When I say we, me, my clients, my coach, myself, my family, we go inward to uncover why we want the desire in the first place. And this is where things get pretty fun. I was I reading? I don't remember if I got this out of a book. I know who the author was, but I don't know if I got this out of a book. I think it was a book. Oh, no, it was his video course. Okay, so when I buy a book, I usually dive headfirst into the author and any courses they have or a PDF I can download. I watch them on video if they have videos, and I digest. I learn about them, and intuitively I kind of tap into their energy. Am I getting the right message from them? Is this the truth? Does this feel right? Anyway, one of the things that he says, and I thought this was really interesting, and we're going to do this today, is you could create your list of all your desires. And as soon as you get to the bottom of each of those desires of why you want it, and then you create that new sense of that emotional state, that then your list actually gets smaller and the things you want change. Not meaning that, oh, I don't want that car, I want this one instead. You kind of decide you don't want the car, and you decide that you want time with your family instead. It's really interesting. So we're going to get into that. And so the first part is that perspective shift. That's the mindset shift, is to recognize and pay attention to your words. What do you say when you say it? Because it feels so true when I say, love is never going to happen for me. All marriages end in divorce. I was born overweight. I'll always be overweight. Those things feel true. As long as you keep that energy in the field, out in the subconscious energy, in the universal energy field, as long as you keep that momentum going, that is what will be true for you. And you'll look around and go, see, I can't lose weight no matter what I do. Because you have that belief, and that belief must come true. Listen to that. The belief that you carry must come true. That is the law of the universe. Whatever it is I believe must come true. So if I believe that I'm not smart enough, I will never be smart enough. If I believe that all marriages end in divorce, all marriages will end in divorce. All the ones that I experience. If I believe that I will never lose weight, no matter what I do, you will never lose weight no matter what you do. It becomes a self-sabotage. Then we're going to talk about the emotional strategies. This is where it's fun. This is the work that I absolutely 1,000% love to do, is work at the emotional level. I worked for a chiropractor a few years ago, and he was saying, like doctors out there, they look at the symptom and they medicate the symptom, and then they send you away to hopefully cover, to deal with the symptom or have the symptom go away. He's like, what I do is the chiropractor, what I do is I get to the root cause of the symptom. So if you have headaches, I might look at your cervical spine and say, okay, so let's maybe there's some pressure in your neck. And I used to say, now I didn't say this out loud to him, but I used to say, and I go a level deeper. And I not only work at the reason, the cause, but I work at the beliefs and the thoughts. So I work at the energy level of what is causing the headaches. And I take that person into the headache to release it and get any message from it, get any guidance and support, and then release the headache. And it can be gone in just a few minutes. I do it all the time. Amy gets a headache and I'm like, okay, let's go coach. Let's go get rid of it. And a few minutes later, boom, headache's gone. That's what I do. And I it's like, as Ursula says in The Little Mermaid, it's what I live for, because I just love it. And it's really, really cool work, and it's long lasting, and it's like forever. It's gone. It's gone. And we moved it out. We moved something else in. It's amazing. Okay. Then The last that we're going to talk about today is complete clarity. When we are standing outside, and let's say there's this heavy fog, and you're standing at an intersection, let's say, and there's this heavy fog, and you've got 10 feet around you, or you've got the fog is thick, and you can't see 10 feet in front of you. So, and someone says, "Okay, I want you to start walking towards me, or start walking towards the desire or the goal," and you just kind of can't because you don't know which direction to go in. And I say, "Okay, let's start uncovering the emotional depth. What is it, and why do you want the thing?" And just keep going. We're going to do that here in a minute. So get your journals. If you haven't done that yet, go get your journals, even your colored pencils. Like, I love doing the artwork when it comes to uncovering the reasons. I always have some color. So anyway, but if I say start walking towards your desire, and they go, "Well, I don't know. There's fog. I don't know where my desire is." And I'm like, "Okay, let's start uncovering the reasons why you want that desire. Let's create some clarity." And as we go a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper into the emotional strategies of why you want the thing, then what starts happening is the cloud cover starts lifting. The fog starts going away. The sun comes out and starts melting and evaporating the cloud and the fog. And now, we have created a clear pathway. We've created complete clarity towards your desire. And it just, because you're like, "Okay, there it is. That's how I go get it." Okay. The answers, the solutions to the problems, the pathway lights up. And then it becomes exciting, because then the work becomes, when I have a desire, I need to understand what the desire is, why I want it, get all the way to the bottom, do the work, release the desire, and then the path lights up. And then I can just start seeing how the universe is going to send me how the universe is going to open the path and which way I'm going to go. Am I going to take this, what we call in our town, it's a TART trail, Traverse Area Athletic Trail? No, Traverse Area Recreational Trail, TART, T-A-R-T, Traverse Area Recreational Trail, which is just kind of a paved, it's like an asphalt trail through the woods. Or am I going to take a 2-track trail? Or am I going to walk through a cityscape? Or am I going to walk through, like, on sidewalks in San Francisco where it's really hilly, right? You don't know. And you don't know until you get to the bottom of it. Okay. So here's one of I say this quote often in the episodes, but you can only get the desire that you want to the depths in which you have the emotional basis of that desire. So I say this, now that might kind of go a little bit wonky, but the quote I usually say is, when we're talking about relationships, is you can only love someone to the depth in which you love yourself. Now, that is true about your desire. That is true about your desire. If I desire something and I don't have the emotional basis that's very deep in my own body for that thing, you're never going to attract the thing. We must align with the desire that we want. And in order to manifest the desire, you have to align with the emotional basis of the desire. Now, I'll explain as we go through this exercise. So if you have your journal, I'd like to walk you through this exercise. It's a lot of fun. I love doing it. I do this all the time. I have a huge 3-ring binder that I work on with limiting beliefs. I'm going to create a course. I'm going to do some marketing. I'm going to do a retreat, and then, and I'm going to go, what are all my limiting beliefs about the retreat? Let's talk about the retreat. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's a belief, write that down. That's a belief, write that down. And I work on all of that. And I have probably 200 or 300 pages of limiting beliefs. So even me as a coach who's coaching other people about limiting beliefs and emotional blocks, I have them too. And I'm human, and I'm 51 years old. And I think that as we go along, you're always going to have these challenges. They're always going to be there. That's kind of becomes the fun, because now I'm equipping you with tools and techniques that are going to arm you to overcoming the challenges and the obstacles. And that part becomes fun because you get to uncover things about yourself, beliefs you didn't know you had. And then you turn around and you're like, okay, universe, show me the way. Now, on your piece of paper, what I want you to do is I want you to write down on a piece of paper your very top 10 desires. So let me give a little explanation, and then you can pause and you write down your top 10 desires. Now, first, what I do want you to do is I want you to give some room about about this list. So you can skip a couple, skip a few lines so you have a little bit of room to make some notes about your desire, or you could write your desires all in one list at the top of the page and then list them again separately when you start doing the work. So, your desires. So thinking about and write them in short bursts. So I want to travel more. I want a career. I want to change careers. I want the love of my life. I want to make, now if you're going to say more money, I want you to be specific. I want to make $5,000 a month. I want to make $100,000 a year. I want to make $25 an hour, whatever, but be specific in that. But you can still be short. Like I want to make $100,000 a year. Okay. So be specific in that. And then write all those down. And then here, go pause it and then come back and we'll do part 2. Okay. Now, at this point, you should have all of your 10 written down in short, clear, as clear as you can be. They don't have to be big paragraphs, but if you say, I want better health, be specific. I want physical health and well-being. I want to feel good in my body. I want to lose weight. I want to be 122 pounds. I want, whatever, but be a little bit more specific. Okay. You've done that. Okay. Now the next, you're going to take each desire, each one, and you are going to go 5 to 7 levels deep within each desire. And you are going to uncover the actual emotional basis for that desire. So for example, I want a new career. Okay. And I want a new career that makes $100,000 a year. And then you ask yourself, why do you want that? Why is that important to you? Well, because I want to make more money, really. I want to have more fun. Okay. Why do you want to have more fun? Because it would just be so freeing in my body and it would make me happy. I would be happy. Okay. Then as you get all the way down, once you get to the word, the emotional word that kind of gives you chills, makes you stand up a little bit taller, maybe makes you smile, maybe gives you some happy tears behind your eyes, that is the word. That is the word that is associated with that desire. So let's say you want to lose weight. Okay. Why is that important to you? Well, because I want to play with my kids. Okay. Why is that important to you? Well, I want to be the mom that's active with them and shares with them and creates good memories. Why is that important to you? Well, because I'm only going to be in their lives for so long before then they're grown up and they're married and they have their own families and I won't see them as much or I won't spend as much time with them. Okay. So why is that? Now we just went off from health, right? And look at where we're going. Why is that important to you? Well, because, I want my kids to be happy. And in order for me to give them what I feel like is important, then I need to be healthy. And so healthy equals happy. And I want to be happy so I can spend more time with them. I want them to be happy. Okay. You're going to write that down. Okay. Then, so you can go and do that and then pause this and then come right back. Now you've got step 1 and step 2 done. Now step 3 is to create. So you've got that word circled. I want the new career because I want it to be fun. I want the body because I want to have a happy relationship with my kids. I want more money because I want the freedom. Okay. The step 3 is you are going to create a visual scene of yourself having the experience as if the desire is now. I have poofed you into the desire. You have the weight, you have the car, you have the body, you have the job, you have the relationship, whatever it is that the desire is. I want you to create a scene in your mind with people that would benefit from you having the desire. So if you lose the weight, you get the body, you feel good. Now bring your kids into that experience, into that visualization. Bring your kids into that visualization and create a scene where they're there enjoying you as you have this new desire. Now, make a note. The bottom line with creating this desire is that you have the emotional reaction that you did when you went the 7 levels deep. So if it's the happy creating happy memories with your kids, and I have to get that with the body, with this, lose this weight or feel good in my body or get rid of this pain so I can do these things with my kids that create happy memories. Whatever the scene is that you create, make sure that it elicits that same emotional state or something better or something newer. Because once you go into the visual, you might create something completely different, a different scene, and it elicits this beautiful response that you're like, oh, well, I didn't get that when I did step 2. Okay. But make sure that in the scene, the whole object of step 3 is to elicit a beautiful emotional response in your body. Okay. Then we'll pause right here, create, and just kind of come up with one. Pick one of the 10 desires and come up with one, and then feel that emotion in your body. And then you can pause this and then come back, and then we'll do step 4. Now, hopefully you've done that. Hopefully you're doing that with me, or you plan on doing this later, whatever, but you're walking along with me. Step 4 is to recreate a new belief. A new belief that, because the one belief before is I can never lose weight. And I go, okay, why do you want to lose weight? Well, I want to play with my kids. Why do you want to play with your kids? Well, I want to create these happy memories. Okay, now you have this visualization of you creating happy memories. Okay, and now step 4 is, what is the new belief? What is the new belief as you are in the visualization of this new scene? I've lost the weight. I feel amazing. What is now the belief? What beliefs do you have to have that create this scene? And then write those down. Give yourself 3 to 5 new beliefs for each of the scenes. Now, if you have new beliefs for each of the 3 to 5 scenes, you could have anywhere from 30 to 50 new beliefs. And then the excitement becomes when you uncover the emotional basis, which is step 2, when you uncover the emotional basis for each of the desires that you want, and then you uncover and create new beliefs for each one, then now your work becomes installing those beliefs. Because a belief is only a thought that you keep thinking. We keep momentum in this thought, and it keeps showing up in our lives. And you're like, see, my kids are wild animals. It's like, well, because you call them wild animals. You talk about them as if they're wild animals. You say the word wild animals 15 times a day. You're keeping the belief in the energy, and it's recreating, and it keeps spitting out wild animal kids. So in order to change our experience, we must change what is going on inside our body. And that's how we do that. Now we have uncovered, we have a mindset shift that goes, okay, these are the desires. The mindset shift, why do I want the desire in the first place? The emotional strategy is uncovering the desire, creating the emotional state of what that desire is, why we want it. Because the only reason we want something is because we think it's going to make us feel better in the having of it. I want a new car because I want power and freedom. Well, can you just create power and freedom? Then you don't want the new car, right? I'm not saying we're going to get rid of our desires, but your list is going to change because there's going to be something in there. Let's say you're so stuck on losing weight and you think that losing weight and being pain-free is going to help you to create great memories with your kids because you feel like you need to run around with them or bike ride or swim or kayak or climb trees or whatever. But what if you're having this wonderful experience reading to them in the backyard? What if you're having this wonderful experience with them while you take them to the pool and you can swim with them? Because swimming feels good to you. Swimming feels good. Swimming feels better than running around in the backyard. What if you're playing hide and seek in your house and you're creating these wonderful, beautiful memories, but it's different than what the image was in your head originally? Then you can have what it is you want because you've let go of this idea. You've adopted a new idea by uncovering the things that you want, why you want them, and creating new visualizations. You've unkinked the hose. You've let go and go, oh, I can still create beautiful memories with my kids in different ways. And then it becomes this beautiful experience, and it opens the door. It changes your perspective into something different. Because I had this belief, and this belief created this scene. The only way that I can have fun with my kids is if I'm running around with them in the backyard. But the thought of doing that is painful for me. I'm overweight. I don't move very easily. It would not be fun for me. And if I'm not having fun and I'm not feeling very good, then I'm not really in a good mood, and I'm not really creating happy memories, because maybe I'm complaining, I'm whining, I don't want to do it. It kind of makes me crabby. But then as we do this work and we uncover something new, that now, we could go to the pool, and being in the pool would feel okay to me. It would feel good to me. I like the pool. Let's go do that. And now I feel good, right? And now I'm creating happy memories. See how that works? So these are the things that I do. This is the work that I do. I love to uncover this stuff for my coaching clients, because it creates such a great perspective shift. And then they walk away and they're just like, oh my God, like I have this new found perspective. I hope that today I was able to do that for you. Now, just know there are events coming up. I have a 1-day event coming up next month that I'm really excited about. And if you need to know what that date is, you can send us an email, or you can join my Lady Rising group on Facebook and ask. Send us an email at themeditationroomtc@gmail.com and go ahead and ask, say, when's the next event? They're inexpensive. They're day-long retreats. And this is the type of work that we do. We get to the bottom, and then this way I can help guide you if it's something that you need. So I'd love to hear from you. I hope this finds you well, and I hope this really, really fills your heart. Talk to you soon. As we conclude today's episode, I'm thrilled to share something special with you, our Rise Up and Revitalize virtual retreat. Imagine a transformative experience designed to elevate your mind, body, and spirit. It's not just a retreat, it's an invitation to rediscover your potential. Are you curious? Join us for a journey of renewal and empowerment. Visit the link that I added in the show notes to learn more and embark on the next journey of your vibrant life. Until next time, keep looking for those nuggets.